right, hello, hello. We are back on Shuten Order. Still on the Ministry of Science route. I think this is stream 3 for it. And I want to say that Honaka's took us 5. So we're possibly halfway through-ish? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Um, but yeah, so what happened last time? So we got another player in our little game that we're playing with Teko. So basically, as a reminder, we infiltrated the Ministry of Science because we're trying to find our torso so that we can accuse Teko of being our murderer. So we went into this basement that we know that now that the 9th level is the treasury, but we don't know what is in the treasury. It's just something important. And we know that Teko thinks if anyone gets to it, it's going to be the end of Shuten Order. But we also last time met Ku Otsuki, who is a prisoner who is doing sort of, I don't remember what they called it, but basically he killed a lady in a hit and run, and now he's doing work at the Ministry of Science in order to live out his sentence. So right now, Teko has made us a deal. If we help him eradicate all of the heretics in the little area that we're in, then he will tell us all the information that he knows about the founder's murder. He's also promised Ku that he won't kill all the dinosaurs if Ku helps. Whether or not he intends to keep that, we don't know. We also know something weird's going on with Teko because he keeps having these like migraines all of a sudden. So, not entirely sure what he's done, but it probably isn't good. So, we are about to carry out our plan. Teko is sort of our commander. We know that also he was previously the commander-in-chief with the founder during the sort of warring period before the establishment of the Shuten Order, so we have a pretty storied relationship with him. He also does kind of recognize us. He doesn't actually think we are who we say we are, or I guess he doesn't think we're actually the founder because he's got the founder's head on his desk, but he definitely is drawing the parallels that Honoka didn't seem to draw, or maybe we just didn't see enough of Honoka to figure out whether she was drawing those parallels. So, it is time to do Teko's plan. Alright, the question is, do we start from Ku or do we start from Rede? Because I think, yeah. You know what, let's start with Rede, because, I don't know, she's my favorite out of these 3. I do like Ku, so. Alright, day, 7:30 p.m., Area 2. So we're back in the jungle with the dinosaurs. Riding a T-Rex, I forgot about that! Go! I rode on Rex, sprinting through Area 2. We had a slow start, and it took some getting used to. But now, full speed ahead. You're doing well, dear Shinbe. No problems now. I hear Teko through the headset. Yes, I'm doing better. But moreover, Teko, is Ku okay? Ku Otsuki's investigation is going well. We've discovered the true identity of the heretics now. We're safe. I sigh in relief. I don't want him to die here. I'll disclose this to you. The heretic organization is called Pure Land. They're heading to Area 9 to destroy Yugu Palace. So, the Pure Land terrorists are headed for Area 9. Hey, so are we! Area 9 has a... What's hidden in Area 9? The details are unknown. According to legend, a treasure which protects the Order is hidden there. Teko, I've heard before that there's a treasure hidden in this research facility. You've done your detective work, I see. It's top secret information of the Shuten Order. But I don't know what the treasure is. What hides in Area 9? I don't think he's gonna tell us this, but, you know, I guess there's no harm in asking. I can't give you the details, but it's a great thing I cannot talk about. It's a treasure that, if destroyed, will spell the end of the Shuten Order. So, Otohime spoke the truth. This is a national crisis. So the animals with chips in their brains are protecting the treasure as gatekeepers? Yes, well observed. It's true that the animals are supposed to be gatekeepers, but now... Teko is surprisingly loose-lipped. This is a good chance. I should ask him everything on my mind. All right, yeah, let's ask about the founder. Teko, you've been friends with the founder since before the order was founded, right? How did you get along? You mean during the resistance? I was just a commander. The founder and I experienced many battles. How did you feel when the founder, whom you'd suddenly known for so long, suddenly died? Not much. Not even an ounce of sadness? Not at all. The founder wasn't that high priority. Priority? I have my own aspirations. I don't have time to focus on the little things. Yeah, just the leader of our entire organization dying. That seems like a tiny thing. Little things. The coldness of Teko sent shivers down my spine. That my death would be so trivial. Teko okay. Oops. Oh, no. Shit, no. How do I get out of this? I hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright, so let's ask about Dr. Izaki. I was wondering if you could tell me about this Dr. Izaki. Dr. Izaki, who was erased from Ryugu's history. I couldn't help but wonder. I didn't expect to hear that name again. I heard Dr. Izaki was the vice director here. What were they like? Dr. Izaki is a genius, just as good as I. Wow. Dr. Izaki invented the nerve chip, a masterpiece for the history books. Nerve chips? Is that what's in the animals' brains? Do we think that maybe Dr. Izaki is the reason is like working for Pure Land and that's why the nerve chips are suddenly going crazy? Because that makes sense to me personally. A panel in the archives had an explanation about this chip. This chip suppresses the original personality and installs a new one. Animal research soared after this. Dr. Izaki is a blessing. A blessing? Then why isn't the doctor at Ryugu anymore? Because Dr. Izaki died in prison. In prison? They were a criminal? Yes, after committing the worst crime in the history of Shuten. Truly a disgrace to Ryugu. The worst crime in the history of Shuten? A disgrace to Ryugu? So that's why Teko blacked out Dr. Izaki's panel. To hide the disgrace of Ryugu. What an idiot. If Dr. Izaki had just kept dreaming, things wouldn't have had to end that way. Okay, what is the ultimate crime, though? Like, because Teko's probably killed people based on, you know, how he's not worried about people dying here. So, what exactly is the worst crime? Teko tone, he seems a little disappointed. The founder and Dr. Izaki, they are both dead. Two people who are heavily involved with Teko are dead. Is this a coincidence? Unlikely. Both the founder and Dr. Izaki, they must have been disposable to Teko like those people used as dinosaur bait. Teko, the founder, you've poked around enough now. If you're going to keep asking questions, I'll be doing the same to you. No, I'll tell you once this is over. Focus on wiping out the heretics first. Look, the exit for Area 2 is there. Oh, shit. Is that debris? A roadblock by the heretics. Rex can crush this easily. Okay then, let's go, Rex. I squeeze the reins and Rex starts running. In no time at all, we were at the exit of Area 2. Rex charges full speed into the debris. I don't know that I'd want to be on Rex when he went through that, but that seems like a bomb. Next thing I know, I hear shouting. The light blurs my vision. After the light came darkness. I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. I can't speak even. Alright, well, we just died. So we gotta do some bomb defusing, it sounds like. All right, to avoid this ending, you need information from the heretics who set up the rubble. Check the other points of view to see if there's anyone who can get the information. Let's see. I think Teko's still locked, so let's head over to Ku. All right, Ku, 6:15 p.m. Area 2 had returned to silence. The dinosaurs fled from the T-Rex deep into the jungle. That made it easier to drive through. So, what are we doing? I'm leaving the investigating to you. Gather the things the heretics left behind and find out who they are. Investigate? Just letting you know, I'm not great with complicated stuff. Your job is simple. Gather up the dead heretics. Dead heretics? Around half of the heretics that have infiltrated Bugu are dead. Most of them were killed by dinosaurs in Area 2. They went and got killed by the dinosaurs they riled up? The bodies and information are treasure. If you can gather a good amount of bodies, we can get a lot of information. Got it. Man, I have to deal with a lot of bodies today. Yeah, this poor kid has seen more corpses than really any kid ever should. First I had to bury my friends, now I gotta collect heretic corpses? I can't complain though. I have to get as much info for today as possible since we're separated. That's my job. Entering the coordinates Director Eon gave me, lights flicker on the windshield map again. Where should I start gathering? I assume I just have to do all of them, so let's do it in order. Let's do the right hand and gun. I drive the buggy up to where one of their right hands had fallen. Besides, maybe I'll get a gun. I don't know that Ku knows how to shoot a gun, but, is that a baby tattoo? What is up with cultists and wanting to put tattoos on themselves? Found a heretic's right hand! I'm taking it! Reaching the destination, I park the body and pick up the discarded hand. There's a disgusting tattoo on it. A baby and umbilical cord? It might be their symbol. I'll look it up later. I've got a gun here as well. Looks like a serious one, too. It's the latest laser gun. They must not be short on funds if they can afford that. Well, it didn't really help him against the dinosaur, so... I finished collecting the right hand. I need to move before the dinosaurs get attracted. Kulotsuki! I have a request! I almost jumped from the sudden yell. Arale, don't yell out of nowhere, I almost crashed! Kulotsuki, could you save one of my workers? Your workers? The robot security team on the north side is being attacked. They could all be destroyed. I know I was mean to you and this is selfish of me to ask, but please help them. Arale, don't give Kulotsuki any more unnecessary work. But my workers. They're robots. We'll make more, so give up. No, nothing can replace my workers. Arale is pleading for his workers. I just realized you can literally see the founder's head in the background. Like, okay, nice and fucked up there, thank you. Director Eon is trying to get Arale to give up. I feel like Ku is the type to help. And I want to help, because I personally like Arale. So... Arale, give me the coordinates. I'll head over to them. Wait, don't just decide on your own. Shut up, I'm not talking to you. This is between me and Arale. Thank you. It seems looking out for your comrades is shared among us and the robot. There's no way we could just abandon them. I head towards the destination point to save Arale's workers. I don't know, it feels right. Oh shit. Robot sighted. I'm going in. But there was still a dinosaur. It may be a small one, but I'll get wrecked if I go up against it normally. So why... Oh hey, gun. Get the hell out of here. I clear them out with warning shots from the gun I grabbed earlier. Mission complete, Adale. I hid your workers in the container.
Thank you, Kuotsuki. I won't forget this.
Don't worry about it. Thank you. I regain confidence each time I hear that. Someone like me is actually capable of helping. I should be able to help Ray too. That ate a lot of time though. I have to get back to work. Alright, let's hit the right hand. Or left hand, sorry. I drive the buggy up to where one of their left hands had fallen. Found a heretic's left hand. I'm collecting it. Reaching the destination, I picked up the discarded left hand. I pick it up and look at it, only to find... Excuse me? What the hell? There's an eyeball in the palm. I see. It's most likely from the Ryugu staff then. Why? That's disgusting. It's pretty simple to get past the retinal scanners. So they use this eye to open the gate? They're all screwed up. They don't care about life at all. It's strange though. Ryugu's security shouldn't be so lax as to allow entry just from the retinal scanner. True. Why didn't security catch on? I've got more work for you. Head to the Area 2 satellite room and check on the security station there. Fine, it's not like I need a break or anything. I finished collecting the left hand. I need to move before the dinosaurs get attracted. Alright, let's head to the question mark next. I drive the buggy up to the next destination. There aren't any bodies here. There should be a cube buried under that tree. Go retrieve it. I squint, searching the area. There is a weird half-buried box at the foot of the tree. What the fuck is that? I dig it up and look at it to find. It's making a weird noise. It's a piercing sound. Just hearing it makes my head hurt. If my theory is right, then that is what set the dinosaurs off. But this? Just this noise? Sound can be used for many things. A long time ago, communication devices were apparently controlled by voice signals. I can't understand it at all. Anyways, I retrieved the cube. Alright, next. Alright. Let's head to the satellite room. We still haven't found anything to disarm that bomb, which is not great, so... I headed to the Area 2 satellite room, only to find... Oh, shit. What the hell happened here? The security room was caked in blood. They're all dead. I described the scene to Director Yon. One died with a gun in their mouth. Suicide? That's why security was so sloppy then. The guards were wiped out. Why? Were they fighting each other? Looks like forced double suicide. One shot two from behind and killed himself. The Shuten order doctrine forbids murder and suicide, though. So the heretics infiltrated undercover then. We should have been thought checking the guards, though. Teko gives a frustrated curse. This man is just finding out that, like, none of his safeguards are working, so... I finished checking the satellite room. I need to move before the dinosaurs get attracted. Alright, all done. Bring what you gathered to my research lab. You do know where the elevator is, correct? Yeah, the west wall of each area. I got on the buggy to head toward the west wall. Great, 2 hands and a box. In the west wall of each area, there's a small elevator leading directly to Director Yon's research lab. I shoved the dead heretics in and sent them to the lab. They were a pain to get. It better be worth it. And let's hit Teko. Because right now, we don't have anything that will stop Dave from running straight on into a bomb. So, 7:15 p.m. Teko's lab. Creepy as shit. Alright, this should be enough. I start examining the clues coming from Ku. First, about this tattoo. I searched the city's surveillance camera archives for images of this symbol. I get a hit for one image. The date? Yesterday. A man with a tattoo on his arm is talking to someone in a car. I can't seem to see who he's talking to. Extracting the reflection from his eyes. Oh, look, another faceless man. Combining the preceding and following images for lip reading analysis. Converting the conversation to audio. Now that the founder is dead, it's our chance. Yes, we must eradicate those abominations. The creatures in Nugu are the seeds of the devil. We must burn them all. Is it really possible to destroy Nugu? That research institute is huge. It's simple. Insert the key into the treasure enshrined in Area 9. Then all of Nugu and even Shuten itself will end. That is what the Master has said. I see. If the Master has said so, then there's no mistake. Indeed. All we have to do is risk our lives to get to Area 9. In the name of Pure Land, we shall reclaim a cleansed earth. Yes, sir, even at the cost of my life. So the enemy is Pure Land. I didn't think they'd become so radical.
Teko, have you figured out who the heretics are?
Yes, they're an environmental protection group called Pure Land. Their motto is life be pure. They can't stand biologists like us. You're using biologists in a really loose term here, Teko. I thought they were just a trivial protest group, but it seems that was a mistake. I never imagined they would plot to destroy the Order. I've also figured out how Pure Land infiltrated Nugu. I start going back and looking at the timeline of their actions. Yesterday, hearing about the founder's death from somewhere, they decided to carry out their long-awaited plan. They first attacked an off-duty staff member and took their eyeball, embedding it into their palm for preservation. They used the embedded eyeball to bypass the retinal scanner at the elevator gate. They got on the elevator and went underground. Normally, the underground guards would notice the anomaly. But by that time, the guards had already been wiped out by an insider. Pure Land, having infiltrated the underground, blew up the elevator. They cut off all access down from the surface. Then they activated the cubes they had planted beforehand, driving the animals mad. The animals, which should have acted as guardians of the underground, turned against us. Taking advantage of the confusion, the heretics began their advance. Their target is Area 9, the deepest depths, to destroy the thing enshrined there, and with it, destroy Nugu and the Shuten Order. This is the sequence of events up to now. They are enemies, but it's a well-thought-out plan.
They're as bad as the devil planning this all along.
That's right. They've spent a lot of money and time to bring down Nugu. However, it's hard to believe they're acting alone. There must be a larger organization backing them, providing funds and equipment. I want to uncover their identity as soon as possible. I stare at the monitors, searching for more clues. Something that will lead me to the true identity of these heretics. Huh? I find one of the Pure Land members lying on the west side of Area 2. He looks like a corpse at first glance, but his chest seems to be moving faintly up and down. Ku, next mission. Head to the coordinates I'm about to give you. There's a chance to capture an enemy alive. Alright, new scenario lock. Alright, let's capture some heretics. Alright, 7:30 p.m., Area 2. So this is about when Dave's getting down there, so I head to the star marked on the windshield map. It's apparently a chance to capture a heretic alive. Found you! Heading to the point on the GPS, I came across a collapsed heretic. I stopped the buggy and head over to check on him. They had deep slashes all over, but they were still breathing. He might be savable. This doesn't look like a terrorist. Taking off the heretic's mask, I see the face of an innocent-looking woman. Not very terrifying, but whatever. She needs to be treated first. I use tape to wrap the wounds on her body. The bleeding needs to be stopped. If the bleeding stops, it should be fine. Stop. Don't touch me. The heretic woman had regained consciousness. She slightly opens her eyes and glares at me, terrified. Stop! I'd rather die than be humiliated. Wait, calm down. I'm not gonna attack you. A normal member wouldn't do that. No, don't kill me. Don't violate me. Let me die pure. Stop thrashing around. You'll bleed everywhere. The heretic woman thrashes around, thinking I'm trying to hurt her. No, I need to be pure. My soul will be stained. Ku Oldski, what are you doing? Draw some intel from her. The command from Directory On came over the headset. Draw intel? How? She won't listen. You're too soft. Torture her. She should give up some... No! No! Let's not start torturing people! I can't do that! Do it. She's part of the group that messed up the facility. Don't feel sorry for her. Even if she's a heretic, torture is against the doctrine. Plus, I can't do that to a woman, says the criminal who hit a woman and ran. Where is this chivalry coming from? Criminal. Hit and run. Each time I hear that, my vision blacks out. I'm just a criminal. Scum. I'll look the other way for breaking doctrine. Do it. I don't care what you do, just get what we need. You want to help Daisy Mobe, yes? Hearing this, I don't want to torture her. I feel like not only will she very much not enjoy that, and she's freaked out enough as it is, but also we're going to leave some deep psychological scars on Ku, and I don't want to do that to this poor kid. No, I couldn't torture someone. Forget the doctrine. She may be a heretic, but something like that, I'd be worse than scum. But how am I going to get information from her? She seems to be overconcerned with chastity and is terrified of being attacked by a man. I get it. So long as I can't touch her, that's easy then. Heretic, look. Now I can't touch you. What are you? My hand. I can't do anything to you anymore. Trust me now? But what are you talking? The blood! I don't know what happened to you, but I'll apologize for the... Okay, stop. Just take the knife out. The blood's coming out. Yeah, I don't know that I should have done that, but I guess if it worked, right? She seemed to have snapped out of it. She wraps tape around the gaping hole in my hand. Okay, well, we made a friend, I guess. You're actually pretty nice. You're just crazy. Why are you committing terrorism if you're so nice? Because of you guys, everyone was killed, even the animals. The raging dinosaurs seem to have finally turned on each other now, too. There's bodies everywhere. It's this research center that's the problem. They're genetically altered demon spawn, and they have chips in their brains. Chips in the brain, huh? So that's why they were so calm then. That is messed up. Exactly, it all is. Impure life needs to be destroyed. Is what this place does to animals ethical? It doesn't seem like it. It does not. I'll kind of agree with you there. It started feeling off to me too. But they can't control how they were born. Why is it so bad for them to live? Huh? Have you ever taken care of animals? They get attached if you take care of them. I close my eyes and think back on my time here. Aw. They remembered me, snuggled up to me. They'd even get up to mischief. I've had my jumpsuit torn so many times. But after petting them, I could forgive anything. Because it was smelly and hard, but I got up every morning so I could pet their noses. Are you going to fight that? That's the problem. Monsters don't get attached to people. That friendship was just from the chip. They were like family. Huh? And now they're dead. Calling them demon spawn? Saying their existence is wrong? Why do you smart people rush to conclusions? Before just using your head, touch them. Feel their warmth. Before I know it, I'm crying. Oh, poor kid. I want to stop because it's pathetic, but I can't. The tears won't stop flowing. I equated the animals to me. Street kid, criminal, jumpsuit. Each label makes people just assume, look down on you. Before you think you get it just from what you hear, look at us. Get to know us. Not just words. Reach out. Try to understand. I'm right here. Like how they did. There's a bomb placed in the Area 2 entrance. Huh? Watch out for it. It's hidden in the debris. Take it out with caution. Don't shake it. A pure child like you can't die. Live. I don't know why she decided to tell me this, but now I need to... Directory on, did you hear? A bomb. Yes, good job. I'm sharing this intel with the Shimobe. Got it. Good. Now they should be safe. Thank you for telling me. That'll help my savior... What? Oh, well... here I thought we were getting along. Sorry. It seems I was the impure one. She takes my knife and points it at her neck. Wait, stop. Let's not be hasty. I'll apologize to everyone on the other side. Sorry for killing you. Do it here. You can still atone. Here with me. I can't. No, I can't handle my own impurity. Wait, stop. If you die, it's all... Goodbye. Stop! Oh. This poor kid has seen so many bodies. Holy shit. Alright, we're back to a scenario lock. But, perfect. We know where the bomb is, so Day can now get through. Alright, Day, 7:55 p.m., Area 2. Teko, the founder... You've poked it around enough now. If you're going to keep asking questions, I'll be doing the same to you. No, I'm just... I'll tell you once this is over. Focus on wiping out the heretics first. Look, the exit for Area 2 is there. Is that debris? Oh, it's a trap by the heretics. I hear there's a bomb hidden there. A bomb? It will explode if mishandled. Listen, use Rex's mouth to carefully remove the bomb. I followed Tekoyon's advice and carefully removed the debris. Then... Oh, yep, that looks like a bomb. That was close. Buried inside was a square bomb. If I had attacked it without knowing, I would have been blown to pieces. Yeah, weird. We've never seen that one before. Not at all. Thanks for telling me. You saved my life. Don't thank me. It was Ku Otsuku who found this out. Ku? I thought he was disposable, but he's quite useful. I see. Ku saved me again. Ku had risked his life to get this information for us. I'm sure this was a lot of work. He might have injured himself fighting heretics. Once the bomb has been removed, you can move on. The heretics have already reached Area 5. Tekoyon urges me to hurry, but I'll wait for Ku here. I'm too worried to leave him alone. We don't have time to play friends. This mission is for the future of the Shuten Order. And I'll need Ku's help more than ever. Otherwise, I might get caught in a trap again. They say fools never differ. Teko sounded fed up as he hangs up the call. I don't know why the delay on the next line when I hit the button, but it's very bad right now. Hello? Hello? Maybe? There we go.
Nacy Mobe, do you have a moment?
Like, what is it doing in the background? I'm playing this on a Switch too, so you'd think it would have all the processing power it needs. And now someone else connected. This voice sounds familiar. You can do it. You got this. Oh, it's him. Come on. We can do it. Guess this is what I get for playing it before the update came out. The robot I controlled when we broke into headquarters. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a future path, a future patch to fix this. I think his name was. You're Adelaide, right?
Huh? You know me.
I've heard of you through the grapevine. Well, what do you want? Why are we being mean to Adelaide?
Nacy Mobe, I have a favor to ask. If you meet Kuotsuki, would you help him?
Help. What happened to Ku?
He found a heretic survivor and...
Adelaide explained in detail what happened to Ku. Ku treated the captured heretic well and tried to help her, but she killed herself right in front of him. Oh no, Ku. Not again. I know, this poor kid. He just went through the dinosaur thing. Thanks for telling me, Adelaide. I'll try to encourage Ku somehow.
Good luck, Nacy Mobe. I'm of no use at times like this.
Oh, you're fine. You're cute. You're wonderful. I don't know. No, you're not useless. Just knowing you're watching over us is reassuring.
Even just watching?
Thanks for worrying about me. We're a team. It's good if we do what we can. I'm trying to remember to like hit the button as soon as the line shows up because there's such a delay, but
Team?
we're in this together, right? It's like it's stuck on auto. However, something interrupts our conversation. Oh, there we go. It's actually going to give me the sound effect. I heard Ku's car engine. Alright, scenario lock. Here we go. Oh, shit. We're going to get into January 3rd soon. Alright, let's meet up with Dave. Alright, Ku, 8:25 p.m., Area 2. Nay, you didn't have to wait. You could have gone without me. When I get to the Area 2 exit, they and the T-Rex are waiting for me. I wanted to thank you. Look over there. Looking to where they was pointing, there's a cube with a strange mark on it. That was the bomb in the rubble. It explodes if bumped into. I guess what that heretic woman said was true. I heard what you did. You got the info from the heretics? I didn't really get the info. She kind of just gave it to me. For some reason, she was dying.
You saved me again. Thank you. You've helped me so much. Thank you. It makes me so happy every time I hear that. Happy and guilty. I wish they could have felt this too. The feeling of helping someone. I wanted them to feel this too.
How's our hand?
They died without a chance of forgiveness.
Smacked around and thrown in prison? Joining the heretics, becoming terrorists? Ending their lives as criminals?
Did their lives have meaning? Don't go dying before you get a second chance.
How can you know without trying again?
How can you know why we're alive?
Day's voice snapped me out of it.
Sorry, it's nothing.
I wipe my tears and look away.
Anyways, let's get going. I'll follow behind you. Wait, you can't drive like that.
I'm fine, don't worry about it.
You can't. Just look at your hand. Come with me, okay?
With you?
Yeah.
They nodded deeply, smiling.
Let's go on in tandem.
Woo!
Looking down on the research center from the T-Rex, everything looked different. The land from atop a giant.
Being able to get rid of anything in the way. Freedom. The roar, terrifying not that long ago, is now relieving.
The view from here is pretty great, isn't it?
Exhilarating.
Yeah, it's amazing. The wind roars in my ears. It's all just so much.
All that bloody stuff on the floor, and the next thing I know, I'm here.
It's so huge.
Yeah, it's so big. Like a giant monster.
Not the T-Rex.
Huh? You can control this giant thing.
But you went out of your way to try to cheer me up.
Your compassion as a person is on a whole other level.
Are you used to the speed yet? We're not done yet, though. Pick up the speed, Rex.
Day, isn't this a little too fast?
It's fine, it's fine. Hold on tight.
I cling to Day for my life. Is he gonna realize that we have boobs? Like asking for a friend? Because he's currently holding on to us. It may be lame and pathetic, but still, I feel calm being in contact with Day. Day's body is softer and more slender than it looks. It has a pleasant scent, too. I'd kind of figured, but this person
really is a girl.
Huh? Did you say something?
No.
Nothing. I think this is the first character that has recognized that we're a girl. And for some reason, I find that absolutely hilarious.
It doesn't matter if he's a boy or a girl.
This isn't the time for that. I love how we're still calling they, he, though.
I shake my head to get rid of the thoughts, but I wish this trip would never end.
I couldn't stop from thinking that.
They is here with me. I can't help but think this is some miracle. Maybe it was because of these thoughts, but our track-in wasn't going very well.
I mean, what's Teko doing? He's supposed to be... Holy shit!
Stop! Stop! Quit pecking me! Ow! Stupid bird! Why the hell are you making a nest on Nay's head? You get off his ear!
The flocks of birds in Area 3 are pecking at Ray's hair. I love how we've gone from predators to dinosaurs to birds. Is that really the order that should go in?
Her head was about to be turned into a nest.
Oh, look, frogs. Oh, it's slimy. My face is slimy.
Nay, be careful. Frogs! Don't you croak at me. Get away from Nay.
In Area 4, an army of frogs attacks today. Okay, so we go. Predators, dinosaurs, birds, frogs. Teko, what is this ordering?
I had to pull them all off of his face. I smacked him awake after he passed out, narrowly avoiding Rex falling over.
I guess he has pretty bad luck. We keep on getting into trouble. He had snakes wrapped around his head, got headbutted by salamanders. I look away and he's getting attacked by a different animal. I can't let my guard down at all. I'm all slimy again. There's no more snakes, right? Why do you attract animals so much? You have some sort of weird pheromones? Weird pheromones? Just what do you think I am? Pheromones. Hey, what are you laughing at? You're laughing too! Getting over the nerves, we burst out laughing and couldn't stop. We rolled around on top of Rex, laughing together. We're chasing terrorists while riding a giant dinosaur. Even insanity can turn to comedy when turned up too high. Thanks to that, the fear went away though. If only for a little, I was able to forget the tragedy. Because they is here with me. Time goes by as we laugh. We reach Area 5 in no time. Okay, so now that we've finished reptiles, what's gonna be here? Butterflies? Waiting there for us. Fireflies? I was kind of joking about the butterfly thing, but... Uh-huh. It was so pretty I couldn't speak. Looking up at the night sky, we froze like statues for a bit. Are these fireflies? So pretty. I've never seen anything like it. They're like stars. They're firefly stars. Nay was getting all excited. She opens her mouth with a big wow, laughing like a kid. It was a horrible day, but at least we were able to get something good from it. Yeah, wiped out all the horrible memories and then some. I was able to see something beautiful with Faye. This moment is more valuable to me than anything. I'm glad I chose Diuga. It's the only place you can see fireflies now. I wish I could have shown the guys. I couldn't help but think that. To my family waiting for me too. Just then... What do you mean, Diuga's the only place you can see fireflies? I tilt my head, confused at his question. What are you talking about? Fireflies have been extinct for forever. Extinct? Fireflies went extinct? You still joking around? Joke? Not just fireflies. Most animals on Earth are gone. Animals, plants, people too. That's something everyone knew. It's not something I should have to explain. But nay. No, that can't be. She looked like she was in shock. Alright, let's see. So Teko's is at 10 p.m. and Nay's also at 10 p.m. You know what? Let's go with the day, because I like the day better. Alright, day 10:25 p.m. Diugu Coil Passageway. Let's see how cute this scene was for her. We're about to enter Area 6. Cool, you ready? I'm ready for hell even, Nay. We ran along the corridor connecting Areas 5 and 6. The entrance to Area 6 is close. The door is closed, but that's fine. We just have to dash into it. Is this T-Rex never going to get tired? Rex slams into the door, breaking through it. God damn it, another bomb. I mean, I probably could have guessed that, but... Explosion. I fly into the air. I can't see anything. I can't hear. Alright, so apparently I should have done Teko first. Alright, to avoid this ending, you need to stop today's rampage. Check out other points of view to see if there's someone who can give that order. That must be Teko. Alright, Teko, 10:25 p.m. Teko's lab. Please, please rest in peace. Oh, please, please rest in peace. Adelaide sets up candles and pictures on the laboratory table, chanting some nonsense. Adelaide, what are you doing?
I'm praying for the souls of those who became bait for Rex. May their anger be calmed and may they rest in peace.
Adelaide has set up photos of those workers from Area 2. The bait I tricked Kowalski into loading onto the truck.
May you rest in peace. Oh, please, please rest in peace.
I always thought he was an idiot, but I didn't think it was that bad. My head already hurts enough as it is. Why does this useless pile of bolts make me want to rip my hair out? Poor Adelaide. Adelaide, stop that idiotic chant now. Don't bring any of that mourning into my laboratory.
But if we don't pay our respects and apologize, they can't go in peace.
Spirits don't exist. When we die, we return to nothing, and our bodies turn to garbage. When we die and our function cease, that's the end. That's the rule of life. Besides, there's no point in you apologizing to the dead. I'm the one who killed them, not you.
No, this is my fault too.
Why's that then?
Teko, you do bad things sometimes, but that's because of me. No, it's because of everyone living in Shuten. Because you're just doing what needs to be done, taking the initiative. If you hadn't tricked Ku into bringing Rex out, the underground would have been wiped out by now.
Adelaide's assumptions are correct. I just took the best courses of action to save the majority.
It's always like this. You're always made out to be the bad guy. Everyone vents their anger at you without knowing who they owe their lives to. And that's why I've decided I can't take your place, but at least I can atone for the sins.
Adelaide's determined shouts echo throughout the laboratory. Oh, what a cutie. Adelaide. I can't help but smile. In the end, Adelaide always understands the meaning of what I do. Sometimes I do cruel things. Sometimes I kill people. Like that time. And that time. And even that time. Okay, Teko, what exactly are you doing to these poor people? But I only do it because it's necessary. If someone's death is necessary for the survival of the Shuten Order, I'll kill them without hesitation. This country was founded on thorough pacifism, and the doctrine strictly forbids killing or harming anyone. The exception is the Ministry of Security, which is allowed to use violence as a privilege for maintaining security and controlling heretics. And this privilege is also granted to me. In my position, I operate and manage my central systems related to the maintenance of the state. I have the authority to arrest or, in some cases, dispose of those who approach or misuse these secrets that cannot even be disclosed to the Ministry of Security. I took it upon myself to expand this authority. I just gave myself permission. And in cases where I judged that it couldn't be left to the Ministry of Security, I disposed of suspects with my own hands without report. When Adelaide notices my wrongdoing, he gets very angry and sad at first. But in the end, he always understands and forgives my sins. Before I knew it, my headache had completely disappeared. Oh, my vision is clearer than ever. I feel so refreshed. As long as Adelaide understands, I don't care what the riffraff say. He's my gentle, gentle indulgence who forgives me. Then treat him better. I don't care what anyone thinks of me. Those who can't bear the hatred and curses can't be ministers.
But dealing with these curses...
It's fine. Besides, there's no such thing as curses. Spirits? Ghosts? If they really exist, I'd like them to come out.
Oh, wait, that's bad, Teko. Don't say that or you'll get really cursed.
I'm not afraid of curses from the dead or grudges from the living. As long as Adelaide is by my side, I'm invincible. By the way, Adelaide, forget about curses. Shouldn't you be preparing for a celebration?
A celebration? The battle underground is about to end. If we're going to have a victory party, we need to start preparing now.
Oh, they've already reached Area 5!
That's right. The heretics are held up in Area 7. At this rate, we'll catch up in about an hour. As expected, obtaining Rex was a significant advantage. The strongest mobility overcomes much of all difficulties. After wiping out the heretics, we'll use the escape pods in Area 8 to evacuate those two, and invite them up to the lab.
Oh, wait, they're coming here?
Sure, and I'll leave it to you to host them. I'm not good at that sort of thing.
Better have some good finger food, Adelaide.
Then I can't just sit around. I need to get ready for the party.
Adelaide starts preparing for a party quite energetically.
I have to make sure to show them appreciation. They've worked so hard underground.
Now he's busy preparing crackers and hanging banners on the walls. Well, it might be nice to have a big party once in a while.
A big party being a whole 3 people in a robot. I love this.
It'd be a good change of pace for Adelaide. Let's put on a good celebration. After the party, I will detain Neishimobe, the so-called detective Neishimobe. The most important mission from now on is to uncover this person's true identity. I've been putting it off until now, but who is he? Why is he investigating the founder's murder? And above all, his powers? The extraordinary ability to control animals at will. That can only be the power of God. Where did he obtain that forbidden power? He can't have possibly learned it from the founder. I have to find out everything. And when I'm done...
Hey, Teko, isn't this a little weird?
Hearing Adelaide, I turn around to see him tilting his head curiously at a pitch-black monitor.
Why isn't this monitor showing us anything?
That's indeed strange. What's wrong? Is it broken? This monitor should always be showing us a feed from Area 6. Why is it black? The monitor itself doesn't look broken at all. No matter which monitor I switch to, only the feed from Area 6 comes up black. Looks like there might be something going on in Area 6.
What should we do, Teko? Nei and Ku are just about to head into Area 6 right now.
If I take the safe route, I should give the order to stop Nei here. But Neishimobe has Rex, the strongest tool we've got. Even knowing some traps may lie ahead, it's also an option to let them charge in. Yeah, let's not do that. We've already done that. Should I let Nei proceed or should I stop him? We're gonna stop him. Stop, Neishimobe. I quickly switch on my mic to shout. Alright. Scenario lock. Let's see what this does. 10:30 p.m. in the passageway. We're about to enter Area 6. Ku, you ready?
I'm ready for hell even, Nei.
We ran along the corridor connecting Areas 5 and 6. The entrance to Area 6 is closed. The door is closed, but that's fine. We just have to dash into it. Rex slams into the door, breaking through it. Stop, Neishimobe. Glad that dinosaur can stop on a dime. Holy shit. The headset tells us to stop. I pull the reins as quick as I can. It was so fast I almost fell off, but I just managed to hold on. Teko, don't be so reckless. Instead of whining, look around you. Do you see anything strange? What do you mean, strange? I do as he asks and look around. Hey, Nei, isn't it unusually hot here? True, it's like a sauna here. There's a strange heat coming from Area 6. It's like a stove. So that's it then. I hear him click his tongue through the headset. Neishimobe, hurry and return to Area 5. Return? What about the heretics? There's probably a fire in Area 6 and a big one. Fire? Get out of there now. That door's about to blow. Okay, time to go then.
We make Rex turn back and evacuate to Area 5. All right, day 1040, Area 5.
Time to go back to the fireflies.
How anticlimactic. We were finally going to fight the heretics, but now we're taking a break? We evacuated to Area 5 as instructed. Now we're resting in the meadow. I can't just take a break when I'm told to. I'm too anxious.
I guess it's true. We're too hyped up.
Ku sighs as he says this.
But there's good in this too.
Huh?
I can speak to you some more. I'm in a good place.
Ku. Thinking about it, we've been so busy we haven't had the time to properly talk. I should take this chance to talk to Ku properly. All right, let's ask about the current world. Why not? Ku, can I ask you about what you said before?
What did I say?
That there aren't any animals left in the world. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. But that's common knowledge, isn't it?
Common knowledge. The angels didn't tell me. Was it so obvious that they didn't need to say it? Could you possibly teach me about the environment of the outside world? There's a lot I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you. Ku starts to explain about the world outside of Shuten. According to Ku, the Earth has survived 5 mass extinctions, known as the Big Five. First extinction, late Ordovician OS boundary. Second extinction, late Devonian FF boundary. Third extinction, late Permian PT boundary. Fourth extinction, late Triassic TJ boundary. Fifth extinction, late Cretaceous KPG boundary. And now the Earth is entering its 6th extinction phase. The trigger for the Great Extinction was the abnormality that no children were born. No children? The cause is unknown, but human conception stopped apparently. So, this is the end? New life refused this world. It was just the beginning of the end of this world. It was around that time that the world went to war. Whether the lack of children and the wars are related is unknown. Regardless, all the countries started fighting wars for the limited resources. The war accelerated the demise of mankind. Nature was destroyed, land became desolate, and people couldn't live anywhere. I can't believe how bad it is. Coupling that information with the human sacrifice information that we got earlier, like, what the fuck? We know these people are finite and we're still okay just sacrificing loads of them? Are humans okay? Humans? There's no way they're okay. The people outside are dying. They're on the verge of extinction. Okay, what's up with the there? Are we not humans? The world descended into chaos and society collapsed. Countries were unable to maintain order. Anarchy soon ensued. War and environmental destruction has taken its toll. Now the Earth is no longer habitable. The few surviving humans are living in underground shelters. Other countries are like that. But why is Shuten so peaceful? The air is clean and there are even forests in the city. I don't know, but rumor has it the sky and land of this country were purified by the divine power of the founder. No way. There's no way I had that power. Wait. Anyway, it sure is a lush country. Completely different from the outside. So this is all thanks to the constant sacrifices then. He mentioned that earlier. You know how we talked closer to the beginning of the game about how, like, when you kill someone, you absorb their soul? Is that what we were doing for these sacrifices in order to sort of purify this land? We were taking their souls and somehow converting it to power? He mentioned that earlier. Sacrifices cleanse the country? That can't be. Rumors aside, this whole area was apparently a contaminated zone. By purifying the land, Shuten achieved peace. I wonder what's going on outside. Maybe I should go take a look.
Nate, don't do that. It's strictly forbidden to leave the country. If you cross the border, the Ministry of Security will shoot you dead.
But is it that dangerous?
This country is a one-way entrance. You can get in, but you can never get out. It's just like a prison.
Earth has become a dead planet. Yet somehow, Shuten is peaceful and has tight border security. There's so many other things I want to ask, but I'll ask the angels later. The angels we haven't seen in ages. Alright. Let's ask about Ku.
Ku,
I was wondering if you could tell me about yourself.
Me? I don't mind, but do you really want to hear about a murderer?
I just want to know my traveling companion better. Ku starts to tell me. His father disappeared. His mother died of heart disease. Lived life as a street kid. Spent the days running around the city as a courier. And, well, courier is one way to call that. Hit a woman with his motorcycle. So I was locked up and bad things kept happening. I got myself a heart condition. The same one as your mother?
Yeah, I had the same issue in my chest. I couldn't leave the prison hospital bed. The prison hospital was horrible. I thought I was done for, dying a criminal. I'd given up hope.
How's your heart now? Ku didn't seem to be in any pain, as far as I could tell at least.
See, a miracle happened. Someone called Professor Izaki cured me.
Professor Izaki? You mean Dr. Izaki?
Hey, you know the professor?
Sorta. The doctor was a vice director here, right?
Yes. I heard the professor was removed after some trouble with Director Yon.
Dr. Izaki, former vice director of Ryugu, Teko Yon's research partner. Sent to prison for committing the worst crime in Shuten, and apparently died there too. Oh, so you met in prison. What kind of person was Dr. Izaki?
Professor Izaki is a super genius. Like, a crazy super genius.
I know that. Anything else?
Professor was also a badass. Could take your brain out and send it to another world.
Another world? Like magic?
In the old world, they called it VR. It's like being transported to a different world. Brain science is awesome.
It's hard to believe, but Dr. Izaki is such a genius that even Teko Yon admits it. But Dr. Izaki is a convict, right? Was research allowed in prison?
That's the great thing about Professor Izaki. The guards allowed it after some bribes.
Bribed? Ku's anecdotes about Dr. Izaki are unbelievable. Dr. Izaki, imprisoned, started a business from the inside. The guards were paid off with the proceeds. Tacit approval was given to build the laboratory. There, the doctor pursued brain science and found a way to transfer consciousness to another world. This gives the prisoners freedom of consciousness.
Sickness really comes from the mind. Professor Izaki's amazing work totally healed me, at least enough to work again.
Wait, did you choose to work at the lab?
Yep, I had to see what Professor Izaki was doing.
I never thought they'd make me take care of dinosaurs, though. Ku laughed as he said that. Looking back, it was a real miracle. Ku's heart was healed by meeting Dr. Izaki at the prison. Ku chooses to work at Ryugu. Then he meets me, and now we're fighting the heretics. I learned a lot of things from talking to Ku. The devastated outside world, peculiarities of the Shuten order, what the founder was like. I can do a lot more now that I have the basic information. I finally feel properly grounded in reality. But all this new information makes me a bit confused at times. I, the resurrected founder. Now that I have the knowledge, what do I do? Ugh. All this information's making my head hurt. Everything is so strange and convoluted.
Even you can get overwhelmed too, huh?
Oh, I'm lost and overwhelmed all the time. Never a moment when I know what I'm doing.
Meanwhile, thanks today, all my doubts have disappeared. I know what to do now.
What to do?
I didn't know how to atone for my sins until now. My sin is unforgivable, but if I want to be forgiven, I have to do something super good. That's where you appeared.
Me?
You're amazing, a champion of justice. So if I cooperate with you, I'm also a champion of justice, right? That's my redemption.
No, I am no champion of justice at all.
If I can atone for all my sins, I'll wind up back with my family on the streets.
Family on the streets? I'm sure he means other street kids. Where is your family now?
I don't know. There's no set base on the street. It's a pain to find out where they are.
I see. Hey, if you're gonna look for them, can I go with you?
Hey, you want to meet my family?
Yes, I want to meet them and tell them how hard you worked.
and how you saved me. I'd be very happy if you came. My family will be too. Then it's a promise. We'll go see your family together. You got it.
Aw. Why do I get the feeling he's going to die before we can fulfill that promise, or we're going to die before we can fulfill that promise? One of us is not going to have a good time here.
Pinky swear.
Ku and I cross our pinky fingers together.
Break the promise and I'll cut off my pinky.
We sing like children and make our promise.
We finish the pinky swear. And with that, I finally felt like I found meaning in life.
Alright. We have a lock. And off to Teko. Alright, Teko, 1040.
When a rocket is launched, it gradually sheds its unnecessary parts. It lightens itself to gain more thrust. By the time it reaches space, only a few parts remain. If you don't discard what's not needed, you'll never reach your destination.
This is a universal truth in any field. If we're about to get rid of Ku, I am going to be so mad.
Whether in politics or military. It was the tail end of the war. Oh wait, you're ordering us to make a suicide attack? Why?
Why? To strike the enemy's arsenal. If we destroy it, the enemy will have no means to counterattack. We know the location. We can't miss this opportunity.
That's not what I mean. Why must we die?
Are you dissatisfied with this treatment?
Very much so. We are an elite unit serving the Founder since the Army's inception.
We can't just die like dogs out here. Precisely because you are an elite unit, it's more convenient if you die here.
What nonsense.
After this war, we will establish Shuten, a peaceful country without conflict. You hunting dogs are in the way. When hunting dogs can't hunt anymore, they get stressed and turn on their masters.
You intend to call us dogs?
Right. Hunting dogs are useless once the hunt is over. During intense wartime, the military's priority is extremely high, but the war was already reaching its final stages. Priorities must be lowered. Tifion, we firmly reject your orders. We will be appealing directly to the Founder. I see. You really don't feel like making the attack.
I refuse to die like a dog.
Then we have no choice. If you can't go, then your family must go in your place.
What?
Your families have agreed. If you won't go, they will die in your place.
What are you going to do to my son? That's my sister! Release her at once!
Release my wife, please. I'll go on the mission. I'll die in the field, brave and proud. Just release my child. The elite soldiers scream in despair and agree to the mission one after another. When someone won't do as you wish, taking their loved ones hostage is most effective.
You scum! This is an unforgivable sin. You'll be facing retribution, I swear by it.
Enough talk. Make your choice. Live as a coward who couldn't save his family, or die as a hero on the battlefield. So, what's your decision? And just like that, the brave sacrifices of the soldiers ensured that the enemy's arsenals were completely destroyed. The enemy lost almost all means to counterattack, securing our victory. By the end of the war, having eliminated most military threats, Shuten became a peaceful nation boasting tranquility for a long period. If I hadn't made those sacrifices, our success would have been impossible. Showing no mercy and prioritizing correctly. Cutting away the unnecessary. That's the only way. The only solid way to secure a path to the future. This is worse than I imagined. Finding an intact camera, I display a feed from Area 6 onto a monitor. A hellish scene unfolds.
Why aren't the sprinklers working?
They're releasing retardant, but not enough and too slow. This is like pouring water on a hot stone. The ventilation's also too weak.
Then what can we do?
There's nothing we can do. Putting out this fire immediately is impossible.
But they and Ku are about to catch up.
This is unexpected for me, too. To think we'd be stopped here. It will take about 24 hours to completely extinguish the fire. For 24 hours, Area 6 is impassable. The heretics will easily reach Area 9 by then. As long as the fire burns, pursuit is impossible. However, waiting for it to burn out is not an option. The only method left is... We have no choice but to abandon them.
Teko, what did you just...
If we can't put out the fire, then we only have one option. We wait for the fire to calm down a bit, then send They and Ku through into Area 6.
Won't they get burned?
They'll be engulfed in flames, but with proper fireproofing, they might reach Area 7.
But if they die, then this was all for nothing.
That's fine, as long as Rex makes it to Area 7, that is. The heretics are currently stuck in Area 7. If we could plunge Rex into the mix, a rampaging and uncontrollable Rex will wipe out the heretics for us.
Just hold on. You think sacrificing comrades for a mission is acceptable?
Not at all. This plan violates all but ethics and morals. It's despicable.
Then why?
But this is a matter of prioritization. If the state can be saved by sacrificing Ray's life, it's a small price to pay. A minimal sacrifice to save the nation. Besides, I always intended to eliminate Decimobe eventually.
What? Why?
You may not have noticed, Adelaide, but Ray is using forbidden powers. If the Ministry of Security discovers this, they'll come after me, too. I can save the Shuten Order and erase any trace of these forbidden powers. Now that's what I call 2 birds with 1 stone. Indeed, it goes against morality. However, you understand, don't you, Adelaide?
Oh.
Adelaide remains silent. Despite everything, he understands. He knows the meaning behind my decisions. If Adelaide understands, if at least he can forgive me, then nothing else matters. All right, Teko, 10:45. I turn on the mic and start talking to They. Decimobe, can you hear me? I need to talk about the plan. I asked Ray to carry out the plan for me, to cut through the flames of Area 6 with Rex. Of course, the risk of burns is high, but with proper fireproofing, you shouldn't suffer serious injuries. Can I count on you? He doesn't seem to want to make the decision. If he's like this, then if you undertake this mission, I'll secure a special pardon for Ku Otsuki from the Ministry of Security. Pardon? You mean complete exoneration? That's right. Ku's hit and run will be expunged from the record. In other words, he can return to his family. All right, I'll do it. I'll go into Area 6. All right. Stirring up a sense of justice sure works wonders to move around fools. Thank you. I owe you one. Now, I'll send down some fireproof gel through the small elevator. Get it with Ku and...
Don't be fooled,
Decimobe. Oh my god, RLA! Yes! Oh, that's our favorite. I love you, you tiny little robot.
What? Teko is using you. If you go into Area 6, you'll die from severe burns.
What? Mr. Teko, what does this mean?
Ah!
I quickly cut the mic, but it's too late. They doubts me. You've done it now, Adelaide. Do you understand what you've done? Your compassion has put the nation at risk of destruction.
No, Teko. I made a logical decision.
Logical? What part of any of this is logical?
Teko, you know this just as well as I do. Even without sacrificing Nei, I can go underground and handle the fire myself.
Well, if Adelaide uses his power underground, he would indeed likely be able to deal with the fire, but Adelaide, no one can go underground. The elevators aren't restored yet.
There's still a way I can go. I just noticed, but I think I can fit. That tiny elevator. If there's enough space for fireproof gel, I can fit too. If I retract all my tentacles...
Indeed, Adelaide might be able to go underground, but I can't allow it. The risk is too high. The animals are going to kill you.
Ku Otsuki saved one of my robot workers from a dinosaur. He risked his life.
And what of it?
Decimobe called me a part of the team. He said that.
Like I said, what of it?
Since this battle started, I felt useless. While everyone fights with their life, I feel left out. But now I've found my purpose.
Adelaide is all but determined to go, but I just can't let him. You are my support robot. Your job is to assist me. Are you abandoning your duties?
No, Teko. I'm doing this to protect you.
To protect me?
I don't want you to dirty your hands anymore. I don't want you to have to do cruel things.
Oh my god.
I'm going underground.
Wait, Adelaide. Adelaide took me by surprise and jumped into the small elevator. Stop! Adelaide, no! I reached out desperately, but it was too late. I love this tiny little robot. The elevator with Adelaide descends deep underground. The lab falls silent. He really left, didn't he? Adelaide went underground. I'm left alone in the lab. My closest confidant, he abandoned me? I'm sure that'll do really well for the whole ethical decisions thing coming up. You killed me. I turned, thinking I heard a voice, but the founder's head remains as silent as ever. You killed me, you murderer. I died in vain because of you, you murderer. Homicidal maniac. Voices echo from all around. I hear the voices clearly, but see no one when I turn. Damn you for making me Rex's lunch. You sacrificed me for nothing. I didn't want to go on that attack. You should have died instead, you murderer. I'm never going to forgive you. Hey, Teko. Why did you abandon me? I trusted you, you know. You don't remember the promise that we made that day? You promised me you'd show me a new world. Stop it! Shut up! Shut up! A sharp pain runs through my head. My mind is haunted by ghosts. Those whom I have discarded, whispering their grudges without end. It's your fault. All your fault. Their voices become pain, tormenting me. The voices are especially loud today. If only Adelaide were here. With Adelaide, I wouldn't have these migraines. With Adelaide here, I wouldn't hear these voices. Adelaide would forgive me. I need to get Adelaide back. Quickly. To get Adelaide to come back, I don't think either of these is actually going to help Adelaide come back quickly. But I want Ray and Adelaide to team up, so we're gonna ask Ray to protect Adelaide. The only ones who can protect Adelaide underground are Ade and Ku. I shout into my mic, Adelaide will reach you soon. Please protect Adelaide and send him back to my lab. Alright, back to Ray. I'm a little worried that we haven't had a coup in a while, but today, 10:55 p.m., Area 5. Teko very nearly had me. I shudder to think about what would have happened if we just ran into Area 6. Geniuses are scary. They probably view us as pawns.
They earn your trust and they double-cross you. I guess that's what Director Eon is like. It was the same for me. Director Eon initially seemed like he wanted to help us. But in the end, he was using us as bait.
I'm sure that's how I died. A pawn for Teko. I must have been deceived. My body dismembered. But what should I do now? How can I catch these heretics without Teko?
We have to let this commotion blow over, don't we?
Blow over? Give up the chase?
I want to avenge my friends, but the two of us can't fight the heretics. I don't want you to die too.
Ku has a good point. If I could run away, I would. But, Ku,
There's something I haven't told you.
I will tell it to him. This country will perish if the heretics reach the deepest part of Thiugu.
We're all gonna die? Are you serious?
Yes, and I think that's why Teko is panicking.
So there's no way out of this.
Yeah, we have to proceed.
The problem is, how do we do it?
We don't want to die in the fire. But to catch the heretics, we can't avoid the big fire in Area 6.
How can I proceed?
How can I avoid dying in the fire? How can I...
And then...
Arale will reach you soon. Please, protect Arale and send him back to my lab.
Huh? I could hear Tekoion's voice through the headset. Arale is here.
But I thought no one could enter the underground. He got in through a small elevator. He wants to help you.
Arale, on his own volition, came here.
That's a big deal if true. But is this a trap? Are they trying to manipulate us again? Am I gonna die? No. Arale is a great robot. Deishimobe, Ku Otsuki, please, save Arale as soon as possible.
There's no way we'll trust you. You keep sending us to our deaths. Get lost, you liar.
I don't blame Ku. We've been fooled by him too many times. I am deeply involved with the founder's death.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't believe my ears. That Teko suddenly admitted his involvement.
The founder's death? What is he talking about all of a sudden?
Teko, why? Right now?
I'll pay in advance, and if you save Arale, you'll get more information too. How could he so easily let slip information that can doom him?
Arale must be... Are you saying that Arale is more important than yourself?
Arale is always my top priority. Oh, what a transformation. He's always so cold and arrogant, yet is willing to give up everything for Arale. We're gonna agree to save Arale, because that's my robot friend. That's my bestie. Please let me know where Arale is. We'll go pick him up. I decided to trust Teko one more time.
Nay.
I mean, that's what I need, isn't it? So... Arale is out an elevator embedded in the west wall. I think staff member Ku Otsuki knows the location.
So, could you show me around?
Ku gives a big sigh.
Geez, you're very trusting.
Well, that's what's good about you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused. I get it back on Rex with Ku, who looks exasperated, and head off. To save Arale. Teko, I know it's a little late, but why did Arale go underground?
I told you, to help you.
Well, but I don't want to say this, but Arale wouldn't be able to do much. Well, he's a clunker, sure, but he's got a trick up his sleeve. He can stop the fire in Area 6. He can do that. He's one of my aides. He must be useful. I've spent so much time on his development. Surprisingly, Arale seems to be a high-performance robot with a huge development budget. But Teko, Arale is more to even just an expensive robot, right? What's the deal? He wouldn't be this distraught over just an expensive robot. Would you mind filling me in about you and Arale? Teko? I'm sure you have a story or two that you don't want out. I won't pry into your history, so I'd appreciate it if you did the same. Teko has a point. It's selfish to try to dig into someone's past while keeping all your own secrets. Well, in that case... Teko, to tell you the truth, I've lost my memory. I suddenly blurted this out. You have no memories. Yes, when I woke up, my mind was a blank. I knew only one thing. I had to find the culprit. I told him the truth, leaving out some bits. It's a strange feeling, trying to catch a murderer when you don't even know who you are. What are you talking about? That's way too convenient. I was the one who infiltrated the HQ meeting the other day. I apologize for the trouble I caused you and Adelaide. Huh? Wait, you were the one controlling Adelaide? Yes, and that's why I need to make it up to him. Why did you tell me that? I can get you thrown in prison right now for infiltrating HQ. I felt it wasn't fair, trying to ask personal questions while keeping my own secrets. Maybe I shouldn't have told him, but I felt that I wouldn't be able to earn his trust otherwise. Then, to me, Arale is... Teko talked about how he and Arale got close. Right, scenario lock. Oh, we're gonna get it from his point of view. All right, Teko, 11:15 p.m. in his lab. A few years ago, the Yuga was in severe dysfunction. After Deputy Director Dr. Aizaki was arrested and sent to prison, we were severely understaffed. As the director, I was overwhelmed with recovery efforts. My life was falling apart. With almost no sleep, research made no progress despite my efforts. The void left by Dr. Aizaki was enormous. My chronic migraines worsened, my condition deteriorating both physically and mentally. My research and life were on the verge of collapse, and how I wished it'd just collapse already. I need a research partner to fill Izaki's gap, but wishing was futile. A genius who could support me wouldn't be so easy to find. It would be pointless to search the world. I had to endure alone. Then I had a sudden realization. I could just create one myself. If I can't find suitable personnel, I can just make a new one. Someone who could support me both personally and professionally. A robot with the latest and greatest AI. With this new idea in mind, I began designing my support robot. If I'm going through the trouble, I might as well make the best I can. Smart, attentive, strong, and beautiful. Adelaide is a box with tentacles, man. Beautiful? To create such an ideal partner, I used all my research achievements and savings. But what I ended up with was a complete and utter failure. It's a cutie. I love him. I had hoped for some help in my research, but Adelaide couldn't even get simple calculations right, let alone grasp complex theories. Look, he's no thoughts, brain empty, and that's what I love about him. And when tasked with serving, his frequent mistakes caused extensive damage to my expensive equipment. I couldn't even trust him with secretarial duties. His nervous and aggressive nature made him unsuitable for negotiations. I couldn't believe it, that I, a genius, had made such a defective robot. I grew increasingly stressed by Adelaide's incompetence, and finally decided. Aww. His little sword. Get out. Never come back. My policy is to discard the unnecessary, promptly, even if it's something I developed myself. With Adelaide gone, the lab regained its peace. Though I was back to square one, my work went by smoothly without that idiot around. I should have just done it alone from the start. It's faster to do everything myself, so I just need to do everything. I knew as much, but then why did I make that robot? To make up for the lost time caused by Adelaide, I immersed myself in work without rest. And one night, just a few days later, I went for a walk. The cool night air was refreshing. It cooled my brain, overheated from overuse. I rarely went out without bodyguards, but that night I was too tired to care. I should be fine for tonight. I walked carelessly through the night. As I wandered, Adelaide's face kept coming to mind. It was puzzling. Why was I thinking about that failure when I was in a good mood? The more I walked, the clearer Adelaide's image became. It's as if I'm looking around for the Adelaide I'd just sent away. But right then, suddenly I was grabbed from behind. Oh shit. And pulled into an unfamiliar van. We finally caught you, Teko. Now we can avenge the sergeant's death. I recognize them by their words and uniforms. I see, these are comrades of those I ordered to die at the end of the war. Our sergeant died in vain, all because you forced them to make those attacks. He was fighting for peace, and now he can't enjoy the peace he helped create. What a pity. This is all on you, Teko. Now it's time for revenge. These guys have been waiting for an opportunity to avenge their superior's death. For a chance when I was defenseless. I don't think you can die easily, Teko. We'll carve you up alive and burn you, just like how the sergeant died in the jungle. But the Shuten order forbids killing and violence. Surely even these guys wouldn't break the doctrine. What, do you think we wouldn't go that far? Because of the doctrine? Well, too bad for you. We're not afraid of breaking the doctrine. We've already converted to another religion. They became heretics just to get revenge on me? Look how scared he is. The fate of the hated is tragic. When Teko dies, the whole country will celebrate. Many hold grudges against him. I struggled desperately. I can't die in a place like this. I am not afraid of death. It's natural for physical things to break eventually. But dying before achieving my goals is unacceptable. I have to complete my research before I die. I must fulfill my promise. But right then...
You lot, don't touch Teko!
Oh my god. A familiar voice echoed inside the van. In the next moment, Adelaide's face appeared on the front windshield. What the hell are you? Are we getting hacked? We aren't supposed to be connected to the network.
Do you not understand what Teko went through, ordering your superiors to die? How could you not understand how he felt playing the villain for everyone's sake? And yet, you have the nerve to become heretics.
What the hell are you trying to tell us? Get lost, stupid robot. Wait, I can't steer the car. Oh crap, we're heading straight into the... After Adelaide hacked the car, it rammed straight into a Ministry of Security blockade. The culprits were apprehended immediately. Look, he might not be able to do math, but he's good in a crisis. I was rescued by the officers and taken out of the car, but I was as confused as the culprits. What in the world just happened? How did Adelaide, who I sent out days ago, notice my abduction so quickly? How did he hack into a disconnected car? How did he... But as soon as I saw the culprit's car, my questions melted away. Oh, Adelaide? Adelaide was clinging to the side of the van. Adelaide, why are you here? I kicked you out.
If you thought you could just get rid of me that easily, you're mistaken. I was patrolling around the lab just in case.
Even after getting kicked out, he was camping near the lab, letting him notice my abduction quickly. So he jumped and clung to the culprit's car to take control. He directly inserted a part of himself into the machine for control, an incredible skill. Even as his developer, I didn't foresee him mastering this technique so perfectly. But when did you learn an advanced skill like code hacking?
Not sure. I just went with the flow and it worked.
My confusion deepened further. How could a robot do something like that with the flow? But see, be so clumsy all the time. Why can't Adelaide utilize his true potential in daily life? Why are his abilities restricted? Why is he so clumsy? Why? I kept thinking about the reasons. So have you found an answer? Yes. It's still a hypothesis, but I do have an idea. I tell Ade over the radio. I tell him all about Adelaide. All about why Adelaide is such a bucket of bolts. I think Adelaide is unconsciously playing the role of my ideal. Your ideal? Right. I wanted a capable support robot, so I created Adelaide. But what I really wanted wasn't that. A good-natured partner who makes no schemes. An encouraging figure with a bright disposition. Someone to share raw emotions with. In other words, I wanted a friend. Back then, I was completely burned out, living as a cold-hearted, hated figure in loneliness.
The high-performance AI installed in Adelaide accurately perceived my wish. It made Adelaide's personality something of a friendly fool. It was all to fulfill my wish. But Adelaide is really smart, so he understands just why I do the things I do. Adelaide, are you not afraid of me?
Afraid? Why would I be afraid of you, Teko?
Everyone says that I'm the cold-blooded chancellor, a cost-cutter with no heart.
No matter what anyone says? Teko, you're the coolest hero to me, playing the villain for everyone's sake.
Me? A hero? Even though I drove you away?
That doesn't matter. A little fight won't make me hate you, because I'm your friend, Teko.
Aww. I couldn't help but hug Adelaide tightly. As long as Adelaide is by my side, as long as Adelaide understands, it doesn't matter what anyone says. At that moment, I wasn't alone anymore. The voices of the ghosts that had been haunting my mind all along vanished. Adelaide. My good robot boy. Oh my god, we're almost to January 3rd. All right, day, 11:45 p.m., Area 5. I grew weak from over-relying on Adelaide. I've killed who knows how many people without Adelaide by my side. They're still whispering in my ear. That was unexpected. Even ruthless Teko had such emotions. Teko, you have a sensitive side. Did you think I was a heartless monster? I have feelings and a conscience too. He just doesn't listen to them, it's fine. But doesn't that make it harder? Doesn't that consciousness hurt? Of course it does. Driving others to their deaths. It makes me sick to my stomach. But it's my job. I have to do it. If it's that hard for you, then maybe you should let someone else. No. If I don't, then no one will. Ugh. Tekoion's shout pierced my ears. Well, I probably should have shouted that line then. The Shuten order is always understaffed. The executives are all egotistical idiots. I can't leave the country to them. I have to... I can't imagine the burden Tekoion is carrying. I have no memory of carrying my country on my shoulders. But there is one thing I do know. This man wants forgiveness. Wants forgiveness for his sins. I can feel this from him. But who does he want it from? Who could forgive him? The only one who can forgive him is... I forgive you, Teko. You look further than anyone else and see the bigger picture. You don't get caught up in the short term and take the dirt for everyone. How could I hate someone so kind? I found myself in a prayer pose. No matter what you did, I forgive you. Yes, I will never hate you. We've done a lot of like founder type stuff in this route than we did in the last one. So I don't know what that means, but it does feel significant. It was as if someone else was using my mouth to talk. I had always hoped that your heart will be at peace. I speak with my heart and soul. Yes, I hope. These must be the words of the founder within me. Even if Tekoion was the one who killed me, I won't hold a grudge. The founder forgave Tekoion from the beginning. I hear Tekoion gasp through the headset. What the hell is that? Are you trying to imitate the founder? Yes, it was an imitation. How was it? That wasn't like an imitation. It was like the original founder. And then... Adelaide!
Go away! Go away! I'm not tasty at all!
There is Adelaide running away from the giant insects. Well, okay. I guess level 5 is bugs. Get away from Adelaide. I order Rex to drive the bugs away. Adelaide, are you alright? Were you scared?
Simobe? I wasn't scared of the bugs at all. I was fine, but I'll thank you regardless.
Why are you trying to act so tough? You were screaming your head off. Apologize today now. We've saved Adelaide. I immediately report back to Teko and I hear a sigh of relief. I'm in your debt, Desumobe. Shove that idiot into the elevator and send him back to me, is what I'd say. Adelaide,
Yes?
don't be reckless, you fool. You almost died.
I'm sorry, Teko, but I really wanted to fight underground.
I'm not going to say anything about going underground. You wanted to help me, didn't you? Best robot. But even if it is for my sake, take responsibility for your own decisions. Are you prepared to bear the fate of your country?
And of course, that's why I came underground.
It's tough. Think you can handle the pressure?
I know it's tough, but it's harder to watch without being able to do anything.
Adelaide stares at the sky with a serious expression. He's showing his resolve to Tekoyon. A short silence follows. I hear an exasperated sigh through the headset. I'm not going to stop you if that's what you're set on.
Teko,
But your resolve will be meaningless without action. How about putting out the Area 6 fire? Oh, my heart. So this is the control room. Adelaide asked us to go to a small room and a passageway connecting areas 5 and 6. We see a huge computer here.
the computers in this room control the various facilities in areas 5 and 6. It also controls the fire extinguishing system.
I see, but what do we do here?
This! Yeah!
Adelaide,
This is my special move, the code hack. It takes away control.
so you're hacking it?
My code goes beyond mere hacking. I draw out the full potential of what I've hacked, making it better than ever.
So you're gonna improve the fire control system to stop the fire?
Exactly.
Tekoyon's inventions can do some wild things.
But it'll take a while to get a grip on the system. You guys can sleep while I work on this, okay?
Don't be dumb. We're a team. We're all gonna work.
A team? So you think of me as a teammate?
Of course. We're here with the same goal. Is that not okay?
No, but I just got here.
We've come this far. That's what matters. Thanks for getting us this far, Adelaide.
No, I should be thanking you. I couldn't have come here without you.
Me?
Yes. I made the decision to go underground because of how cool you looked saving my men.
So that's what they mean by the good you do for others is good you do for yourself. It's a real bargain to get the fire stopped.
It's not just the fire. I can easily track down the heretics, too. We'll take them all out.
You're a reliable little guy, aren't you? Keep it up, Arale.
Roger, leave it to me.
Ku is happily conversing with Arale. Seeing this warms my heart. Ku was broken when I met him, but now he smiles so kindly. Desumobe, a moment, please. And then I hear Tekoyon's voice through the headset. I have a question for you. Move to the corner so they can't hear. Okay. I moved to the corner as instructed. Okay, what did you want to ask? You control animals with the power of God, don't you? My heart sinks. He knows about me and the power of God. I can't hold a steady breath. How can I get out of this? The angels told me no one must know about this. Did they say?
If they find out about the power of God, you'll be locked up as a heretic.
I have to do something, or else I will look the other way. What did you just... I said I'll look the other way, as thanks for saving Adelaide. Really? But the power of God is a pretty serious taboo. It's fine, I'm not that devout to begin with. Besides, the taboo is minor compared to everything. It seems the Shuten order is scrambling all over. all over. You mean this isn't the only place in shambles?
Indeed, a Ministry of Security official told me they've been wiped out and need help. But I don't have time to help them.
The Ministry of Security was wiped out? You really won't help?
This is what happens in turbulent times. Though this is going far. I wonder if there's someone pulling strings.
Someone pulling strings?
I don't have time to speculate. I have to stop the heretics as soon as I can. The Yugo Palace has vital research data. We can't let them destroy it.
The research is that important.
Deishimobe, do you know why I study animal evolution?
Well, a gatekeeper is needed to protect the treasure deep within the Yugu, so... The animals of the Yugu are known as the strongest gatekeepers in Shuten.
Security, well, there's that too. But that's not all. I want to see the new world that evolution will create.
A new world?
The more we evolve the animals, the closer the new world is.
What new world do you want?
Spoilers ruin the fun. If you make it out alive, you'll see.
Well then, I hope I survive.
Of course you will. You have the best commander by your side.
Yet that commander has nearly killed me multiple times.
Don't worry about that anymore. I don't want to let Arale down.
You sure care about Arale, huh?
He's my only friend, so please protect him.
Yes, you leave Arale to me. I'll make sure he gets to your lab in one piece. So Teko, please believe in us. I suddenly find myself smiling. I feel the founder in me rejoicing. Good to talk to you, Teko. It's like talking to an old friend.
There's no doubt now, they were best friends.
The founder and Teko Ion. They used to believe in each other, but eventually parted ways. One of them met a tragic end. Why were they separated?
Why did Ion Teko have to kill the founder? I don't know why suddenly they swapped the name order on that one, but
when this is all over, I wonder if he'll tell me.
I will say Ion Teko is a little bit easier to say.
And then...
Oh no, we're back in the delay. And then...
Fire extinguishing system reinforcement complete.
I heard Arale's excited voice.
Oop, he has Wi-Fi powers.
Router mode activated.
I was kind of joking about Wi-Fi powers, but...
My body is interpreted as a quantum router. Connecting the basement and Teko's laboratory. Teko, I'll leave the controls to you.
I think this is a good place to end. Actually, we're right before January 3rd. We'll end on the new day, so one more. All right, Teko, 11:55 p.m., Teko's lab.
All right, good. A desert storm of a downpour rains down on the burning field of Area 6. The smoke exhaust system is ventilating out the smoke with great force. If we continue like this for a few more hours, Area 6 will be fully operational. Well done, Arale. Thanks to Arale acting as a router, I'm able to get into some of the underground equipment. I tweaked the settings of the smoke exhaust system and sprinklers to extinguish the flames as quickly as possible. I concentrate the water and extinguishing agents on the most intense parts of the fire. I adjust the exhaust system to control the airflow in Area 6, combining the smoke paths to prevent the fire from spreading. After several hours of work, Alright. Finally, the fire is under control. In just a few more hours, the fire in Area 6 will be completely extinguished. Shimobe, can you hear me? The fire will be out by morning. Take some rest for now.
More expensive oil.
Even before I could tell them to rest, all three were fast asleep. Lying in the grass of Area 5 with stupid grins on their faces. I don't
know that I'd want to sleep down where I know giant bugs are, but, you know, maybe that's just me. I want to work my butt off, and these guys, well, I suppose they must have been exhausted. They spent all day running around the vast research facility. But still, I wonder. What are you? Neishimobe. His mystery only deepens. He seems suspicious yet when you talk to him, he appears genuinely good-natured. And yet, he wields forbidden powers freely, controlling the animals. Did you send Neishimobe here? The founder says nothing. Of course she says nothing. She's already dead, and he knows that the founder is a she. At least, she's supposed to be dead. And so be it. As soon as Neishimobe gave me those words of confirmation, the voices of the ghosts tormenting me completely ceased. It feels like everything has been forgiven. Everything. Perhaps because the tension was broken, I was suddenly overwhelmed by a strong drowsiness. I lay down on a chair and closed my eyes. I decided to take a nap while waiting for the fire to go out. Exhausted, I quickly fell asleep. I had a strangely vivid dream. In my dream, the founder was standing in a cemetery in the wilderness. Countless gravestones peek out of the barren earth. So many have died. The founder murmurs quietly. Friends have died, the forest has died, and the animals too. All that's left are these graves. It's lonely. The environment morphs into Earth, a planet of death. Factions fight over the few remaining habitable areas. With our great handicap of a non-killing doctrine, our comrades fall one by one. The founder seems deeply pained by the situation. Teko, why do living things die? The founder asks me quite an abstract question out of the blue. That's obvious. They die because they're weak. I give an equally abstract answer. She understands that we fight under overwhelmingly disadvantageous conditions, and doing so results in many sacrifices. But the founder is not so concerned about that. She seeks an answer to the much larger, planet-sized question of death. And so, if a species can win the survival of the fittest and adapt to environmental changes, they won't die so easily. So, if they become stronger, living things won't go extinct? Well, theoretically, yes. But that's purely theoretical. No matter how strong a species becomes, it likely can't live on Earth the way it is now. I'd already given up on Earth. There was no way it would ever regain its vitality. But the founder hadn't given up. I see. Strength. That makes sense. The founder claps her hands together. Then, Teko, you should make living things stronger. Huh? If you create life strong enough to survive in any harsh environment, the Earth can become full of life again. What a great idea! Nothing about that is a great idea. Don't go spouting off impossibilities. Didn't you say that a true genius shines within the realm of the impossible? I mean, there are limits. Large-scale research requires massive investment in facilities, and don't worry about any of that. I'll be making a country soon. I'll be sure to allocate a part of the national budget for your research. You know how wild it is to tell one of your friends, you know what, it's fine, I'll make myself a country, it's great. What nonsense. I was too stunned to speak, but I couldn't dismiss it outright. The founder is a woman who always follows through on what she says. Once she declares she's making a country, she surely will create one. And I will. Secure a vast research budget. That was practically certain. Make life stronger, huh? Before I realized it, I was seriously considering ways to pull it off. What kind of strength is needed to survive on a dead planet like Earth? Strong muscles, overwhelming physical stamina, high intelligence. Cooperation is also necessary. To induce such changes, I need to induce artificial evolution. I can accelerate the speed of evolution with science, then adjust its directionality. I can't wait. Soon your tough creatures will be running around everywhere. The founder walks through the wilderness with a spring in her step. Bears, lions, maybe even rabbits. It's one of my dreams to hug that soft white fur. I'm a pretty combative type, so maybe that's why I long for it so much. The warmth of living beings. Oh, what a wonderful world. The founder has a vision of the future in her mind.
imagining playing with animals that didn't even exist yet. She was full of joy, like an innocent girl. I don't want a lonely end. I want to see a happy end with the animals. So please, Teko, make Earth a happy planet again. With that look on her face, it was impossible to refuse. I sighed in resignation.
I guess I have no choice. Since we're the same type, I'll grant your wish.
Thank you, Teko. Blessed be the Shuten order. From that day on, my days of struggle began. To reach such distant dreams, one must purge the less important bits. I cut away everything to fulfill the founder's dream. Ethics. Morality. Research partners. And finally, even the founder herself. I had to discard the founder to fulfill her dream. I realized I was putting the cart before the horse, but I couldn't stop. But thanks to that, my research is almost complete. The strongest of creatures that break through extinction periods. The completion of the ultimate life form is near.
All right, and on that horrific thought, we're gonna end here. Oops, not select. Anyways, I don't know if we'll finish this right next time or if it'll take one more, but thanks so much for hanging out, and see you soon.
Bye.